What's up, everybody? Dog 985. There's levels to this. I got a quick video for you guys tonight. This character that you see on the screen right here, this guy right here, his name is the Cowboy. Why? I have no idea. He's never rode a horse in his life. He doesn't like guns, and there's nothing about him that's Western. He's actually from the East Coast. So I have no idea why he calls himself the Cowboy. Now, the name of his channel is And Now Your Mama Knows. I have no idea what my mama knows, but now your mama knows, okay? He has another alias, calls himself the King of Entertainment. Everything about him is going to be epic. I have no idea. But anyways, me and Cowboy are actually very cool. I actually like Cowboy a lot. I actually got to meet him in person. And for the first time in his life, Cowboy made a video about me in which he is correct in calling me out. See, for the longest time, I have been part of the crowd that has said Nintendo is Nintendo. Nintendo can't be grouped with anybody else. Nintendo does what they want. And I did make a video complaining about the Switch 2. And here is Cowboy telling me to stop crying about it because this is my fault that Nintendo is the way that they are. I'm going to play this video and I'm going to comment to it. I really don't have a good rebuttal because, man, he's correct. Definitely go to his channel, give him some love. Again, And Now Your Mama Knows. And let's see what this guy has to say. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Hold on.
I got one thing to say about the Switch 2. Just one thing I got to say about the Switch 2.
Listen to him.
You guys might not like it.
I don't like it.
But I will tell you this, that this video is gonna be as epic as my pool. And now, your mama knows. Oh, man.
He moved down to Florida. That's why he's got a covering over his pool. I hope he gets bit by an alligator.
And now, your mama knows. So let me tell you guys why I am annoyed with people like Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. I'm annoyed with people like Doc Dark crying over the Switch 2.
Nintendo's out of their goddamn minds, bro. $80 for a Kirby game. It's crazy.
Crying over the Switch 2 prices being too high.
Yeah. $80 for a Kirby game is crazy.
Doc, do you know why I'm tired of people like you?
$80, $90 for a Nintendo game? What are we doing?
I'm sick and tired.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Damn, Doc, you gotta get your rate up, man. I'm tired of people.
That right there was crazy. I gotta get my weight up. He looked like he weighed 140, but it's
people like you, because whenever I went on a rant complaining about Nintendo and their low specs, Nintendo and their graphics that's behind the game, Nintendo and the lack of third-party support, Nintendo.
This is crazy.
You get the point that I am a.
Everything he said there was factual. The graphics are behind what the current generation is. They lack third-party support. I mean, and it looks like now they're about to get third-party support, right? The one thing I could say is the physics. Nintendo has really good physics, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. The physics in that game are ridiculous. Everything interacts, but yeah.
Nintendo hater. I feel Nintendo haven't done anything special since the GameCube. Because for me, I
will say this. I give them props on that. I think there's a lot more Nintendo haters out there that just aren't vocal. And right now they're salivating at the fact that everybody is almost going against Nintendo.
I want to play games, and I want games to feel like they're a game made for me, not made for children. Doc, people like you told me.
But Cowboy, leave Nintendo alone. They're in a league of their own. We don't mess with Nintendo. Nintendo can do whatever they want.
And Nintendo knows they can get away with it. Nintendo does know they can get away with it, and I'm gonna show you the other video that he rebutted to somebody else where he destroyed this another content creator called Purple Haze. Man, he destroyed her in that video. But yeah.
How is that working out for y'all now? Because you guys champion Nintendo so hard saying
Nintendo could do what they want. Nintendo make up the rules. Nintendo come after anybody for any reason. Don't bring up Nintendo. If you're talking about gaming, don't bring up Nintendo.
It's not a day one purchase. Watch me say that and still get it day one. Man, I hate Nintendo.
And look at you now.
This wasn't supposed to be. Man, he's salivating, ain't he? Be like this.
Because I thought Nintendo could do whatever they want. I thought Nintendo could set the bar. I thought Nintendo was in a league of their own based off of what all of you used to say about Nintendo. But now that Nintendo is raising the bar here on their prices.
But $80 for a game?
You got a problem with Nintendo. And who the will want to pay that much money for games that look like they should be on a mobile phone? So I'm going to please ask you Nintendo defenders to sit down in your little high chair because the games are made for children.
Listen, I want everyone that is a Nintendo defender, you need to go to his video and explain yourself. Explain why you feel it's okay for Nintendo to do what they're doing. Because right now, his problem with me is that I had defended Nintendo before, saying they couldn't say, you couldn't, really talk about Nintendo. But no, I'm criticizing Nintendo now for sure. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I'll be honest with you, I hope this fails. I hope they don't succeed. I don't think they will. I think they're still going to do well because the Nintendo fan base is stronger than it's ever been. And they're like, I mean, they're as bad as ponies. They're just not as annoying as ponies. But if you're a Nintendo fan, you're a Nintendo fan. Like, it's. I've seen people bringing up the whole inflation argument, all that other stuff again. Listen, go ahead and go to his. This is crazy still picture. But anyways, go ahead, go to his channel and leave a comment on this video and explain to him as to why you think it's okay that Nintendo's doing this. He's upset with me because now I'm criticizing Nintendo, but better late than never, I guess.
And shut up.
I gotta go where it makes sense.
Honestly, guys, that's all I really got to say. I think the Nintendo Switch 2 looks cool, but at the end of the day, it's like, 10-year-old technology in the generation we're in now. So for me, I just feel like, why would I play a Switch 2 game with the graphics it has when I could play something that looks a lot better? I'm just saying.
Listen, you could call Mario Kart World whatever you want to call it. It's just another Mario Kart. Mario Kart again?
And if anybody got a problem with anything I said, you could come to my show on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern called Keeping It Real with the Cowboy and debate me. And see how that'll work out for you also.
$80 for a Kirby game?
Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts.
All right, so that was that one. Yeah, go ahead. Watch his video. Leave comments, all that stuff. I want to show you now this other body that he just caught. I can't believe he did this to Purple. This one is rough. Ah, man. So I guess Purple's one of those people that wanted to defend what's going on with I hate the way he does his thumbnails of me. But Purple's one of those people that wanted to defend Nintendo, and there ain't no need for anybody else to reply to her. He destroyed all her talking points.
Now you can beat
it was crazy. Come on, man.
File for free. Just upload your docs.
Come on.
Answer a few questions.
So the talk of the town nowadays.
All right, listen to this one.
Nintendo Switch 2. And I just made a video talking about the people who were crying about the price was so.
Look at the disrespect. Where did he even get these pictures from? Disrespectful. This has got to be AI. Ain't no way I made these faces.
Hi. And I blame you guys, so make sure you see that video. But today, I'm going to make a video talking about the people who think the prices is okay to be justified. So I'm talking about you and whoever else, Purple Haze, and think the prices are just fine. So this video is gonna be epic. And now, your mama knows. Oh, man.
I hope he gets bit by an alligator.
And now your mama knows. So first things first, let's get into Purple's first claim.
But if I just put in April 2017 to February 2020,
Let me say this. If you gotta do this, it's already a problem. If you gotta do this, it's already a problem. Ain't nobody talking about the price of eggs is high, but it makes sense because of inflation. Like, no, we complaining because the price of eggs is high. You don't go and try to justify it yourself. If something is priced high, something is priced high. What? I've never this is wild. Trying to compensate and you think Nintendo cares about you? This is crazy.
so that is how much Tears of the Kingdom was. $60 game came out with the launch of the Switch. What I get is $78.29. Again,
No, but you see, she's omitting something as well. Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game. Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game. It came out with the launch, but it's a Wii U game. Let's not get it. What did Cowboy say?
again, this is not quite June. There's a very good chance of possibility by June that number will actually be closer to $79.50, if not $80 on the dot. I bring this up to show that just based upon inflation alone, that the price of a $60 game during when Switch 1 launched is actually the same price, almost, as basically an $80 game today. The number one gaming company.
Did you guys? I don't know if you guys caught that. Did you guys caught what he did? He didn't even talk about it. He said, "Why is Nintendo the only one with an $80 base game?" Base game is what he meant. Because I know what some of y'all gonna say. But there's $80 games already. But look, why is Nintendo the only one with an $80 game? And he said, Cowboy stupid. He said she's boring. He fell asleep during that segment. He's so stupid. Oh, I can't stand him. I hope he gets bit by an alligator.
The number one gaming company with the longest tenure of its employees at its company is Nintendo.
So Purple, I know you love Nintendo, and that's a good reason to like Nintendo, but nobody cares. That got nothing to do with the game I'm playing at all.
Damn.
Nobody cares how long they employ their employees.
When I think about companies that have always did right by their employees, so much to the point that where executives have taken a pay cut so people didn't get fired, that's Nintendo. That's why I like Nintendo.
You know what I like? I like the pool rules. But nobody cares about Cowboy's pool rules. Pool rules about Nintendo, and they're doing really right by their employees.
That is a weird flex, Purple. That is a weird flex. Saying that you like Nintendo because of how they treat their employees. I mean, if that's really you, then that's really you. I've never bought anything in my life talking about I buy it because I like the way they treat their employees. I have no idea how this is a TCL TV. I have no idea how they treat their employees. My soundbar is a Samsung soundbar. I have no idea how they treat their employees. I've never bought anything in my life and know how they treat their employees or make that a reason as to why I buy it. I mean, you're a better person than me. Hey, the Purdue chicken that I buy from Walmart is because of how they treat their employees. No, like what?
That got nothing to do with the games I'm playing.
There's only one game that I can think of that Nintendo published recently that came out with bugs. That's Pokemon Scarlet.
They could legitimately be running on my cell phone.
Smash Brothers, you can't tell me that.
Cell phone.
Zelda, you can't tell me that.
Cell phone.
Kirby's, you can't tell me that.
Cell phone.
The Pikmin, you can't tell me that.
Cell phone.
Even Ori, the 4K game from Xbox, when it came to Switch, it ran beautifully.
Purple, I would hope these cell phone games wouldn't have issues running, but you know what you have
Damn.
issues running? When you actually put a game that isn't cell phone quality, like Mortal Kombat.
Okay, he's being facetious, right? Switch games aren't necessarily cell phone quality. And even if you wanted to make that argument, you do understand that games like Death Stranding now run on cell phones. Games like Resident Evil 4 run on cell phones, right? So Yeah, the amount of games that can run on cell phones and cell phone graphics are getting better, but you get what he's saying. It's Nintendo games aren't the AAA games that you see the other platforms and the other developers making, right? So what he's saying is they better run well. So using that as a flex should not be a flex. And the Nintendo, the Pokemon graphics that they keep reusing over and over again, that's come on, they need to step up. We know that.
Kombat 1 on the Switch. You seen how that looked?
Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch is a straight-up port, running directly off of the Switch hardware. And yes, that is as bad of an idea as it sounds. Character
Damn.
models lack detailed textures, the expressive facial animations
That looks crazy.
are highly compromised to say the least. Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch is nowhere close to the experience you'll have with it on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X or S, or PCs. Horrendous load times, inconsistent frame rate, muddy visuals, and plethora of bugs make the Switch version an altogether aggravating way to play what is a great fighting game on other platforms, and certainly not at a price that's equal to the superior current gen version.
That's crazy.
They're coming straight.
Come on.
Trust me, I've got.
You never hear Nintendo get into like something about like sexual harassment or some crazy claim like that.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna say nothing because that's a really weird reason to like a company. Because unless you're an employee and you're the one that's not being sexually harassed, I don't really know why that matters.
Yes, sucks that the price is going up, but at the end of the day, where does the quality?
See, that's crazy. Did you see the mental gymnastics she went through in those 4 minutes to justify the price? She even brought up that the fact that you don't hear any type of sexual harassment from Nintendo, which in reality we don't know what the reporting system is over there. Maybe they're not allowed to report. Maybe if you try to report anything, they actually kill you. Who knows? But like, like that's a reason that the game should be $80 because they're not sexually harassing anybody. What?
The quality side of the conversation comes from, and that's I guess where I stand.
Honestly, Purple, at this point, I don't think you know what quality is.
How often do I play my Switch? I haven't played my Switch in a while. But that's
Oh my god, and that was murder right there, right? How often do so I guess somebody asked her, how often do you play your Switch? And she says, I haven't played my Switch in a while. So what are we talking about? Oh my god.
I may be playing Switch more because Switch hasn't gotten the games I wanted to play recently.
Damn, Switch hasn't gotten the games I've wanted to play. Oh my god. But now they will.
Now, they might.
Purple, let's be real. The reason why you don't play a Switch is because they don't have the games you want because they lack third-party support. And even if they get the third-party support on the Nintendo Switch 2, which it look like they are getting the third-party support, you still have consoles in your house that's going to play the games and they're going to look better.
That's
Sure
facts.
you're still not going to be playing your Nintendo Switch 2.
We already are paying this. If I want to play Diablo and play with the season pass, that's like a $90 game.
Listen, oh my
Honestly,
goodness.
Purple, I don't think that's a good reason to say we're already paying those high prices. I bought WWE 2K 2025, paid $130, but I could have saved money and just bought the regular edition. The thing is, those high prices actually came with something.
Shout out to my boy Isomotion Gaming. He brought this up as well. People saying that we're already paying for this stuff. Like, no, you gain extra. You have the option to buy the base game if you want. The premium gold or whatever. Like that's if you want to upgrade to that. But you could buy the base.
An extra. Your high prices you're defending comes with nothing extra.
If I had Mario Kart and I wanted to play with like my brother Mario Kart, and we both had a Switch,
This part is crazy.
I could basically give him the game so we could play Mario Kart together. That doesn't. Tell me the other game company that has done that.
Honestly, this was a part of the video I couldn't wait to get to because PlayStation and Xbox has been doing that forever and they still do that right now.
But now, I can loan them out the game.
Purple, this might blow your mind.
See, that right there was crazy. That right there was crazy. I don't think she understands that. I don't think she understands that part right there. Because he's about to show how on PlayStation you can already, number one, game share is already a thing. Game share is already a thing. So one person can buy, you can share with your friends, right? But what he's going to show is how you can have the game on one account and have two separate systems and make one. Essentially, what you do is you make one your main system, right? And then you make the other one. You have your account on the other system, and then whoever's playing on the main console can play whatever game you have bought. And then as long as your other system is connected online, you could go ahead and play your way as well, your game as well. And Xbox does it even better because with Xbox you could do that with Game Pass. So like I could have Game Pass on my main Xbox Series, on my son's Xbox Series S, right? And that make that the home console. And then as long as I'm logged online on my account, I can still play Game Pass games via my account, even though he's also playing Game Pass games under his account, but it's because the games are saved to that Xbox or downloaded on that Xbox through my account. It's crazy that you could do this. So yeah, the Nintendo's not doing nothing new. That's, I guess, the best argument is that you could play a multiplayer game together because I don't think you could play the same game at the same time. But that's not a reason.
But newsflash, here is Monster Hunter.
This is
on my
a body.
PlayStation 5 Pro in the Cowboy Epic Entertainment studio. And here is Monster Hunter Wilds in the bedroom on my wife's PlayStation 5. And guess what? I only bought the game once.
Facts.
And I'm able to share it with my wife on her account. That's right. The same exact thing you're talking about.
If we had grown up with that ability in console gaming, think about this.
So I don't know how old you are. You said, what if we was the
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, this was happening on the PlayStation 3.
So it's like, I have Halo.
I have Monster Hunter.
Now, you have Halo.
My wife has Monster Hunter.
And we only need to buy one copy of Halo.
And I've only paid for the game once.
Yeah.
Four people can play off of one game that's a multiplayer game that we couldn't do before.
Bro, I know you've been missing gaming for a little
Damn,
bit.
that's crazy.
You probably missed this, but PlayStation used to let you share with 5 people. So you was actually able to do it before.
I don't care if you load it up on my profile. We both could not play the game at the same time.
Yeah, Purple, sharing content with your friends and family is nothing new at all. I think what you are thinking about is when Stadia allowed you to share your content, but you could only share it with 4 other people and you couldn't play at the same time. And I used to say that bothered me because I'm used to PlayStation where I'm able to share with my wife and we could play the same games after I only bought it one time.
Damn.
I've been doing that forever. Even on top of that, I'm actually able to share it with my son. I share games with my other friends. So what you can do is you can share with one other person and you could play at the exact same time. And then if you want, somebody else could log in.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if I can actually play the same Game Pass game. I'm gonna see if I can actually do it with Halo. I'll see if I can actually do it with Halo. I don't know if I can or not.
And then play on your account as well. Just another person can't be playing. So it just always have to be at least 2 people. So yeah, that's been a thing, and it's been being done, and it's still being done to this day.
Damn.
Because my son never bought WWE 2K 2025, and he's able to play my whole deluxe edition every week when we play We Wrestle Wednesday.
Oh, there you go. So he's been doing it. He's been doing it with his son already. So it is what it is.
Actually, if the entire gaming industry just went the way Nintendo said, to say like, hey, you can pay $10 extra and now you can loan out the game, how are you going to tell me that's not a good deal?
Yeah, that's not a good talking point, Purple. You could literally do that with Game Pass right now. Like you can share the entire Game Pass Ultimate with somebody else. Like, Purple, not like this. Not like this.
Switching tax services can be
Damn.
and drop.
God damn.
Switching to us couldn't be quicker.
Funny thing, Purple, the entire industry has been doing this, but better. Because they don't make you pay an extra $10 to allow somebody else to play a game that's on your profile. Remember, Holtz allowed me to play his game, and he lived in the UK, and I was able to play the DLC for Forspoken.
Damn.
By the way, Holtz.
The company that just said our #1 game that we sold over 55 million copies to. We are going to let you share that game, but we're going to charge you additional $10 for that game. That is something I'm getting extra.
The only
That's not a good talking point, man. Oh man.
thing that's extra is you're paying extra because everybody else isn't making you pay extra money to share your games.
Show me the other company that is doing that with their number one game.
I mean, it's not really their number one game. It's just every game that the company that's doing it.
Oh man.
Xbox and PlayStation, and it doesn't cost $10.
I think it's okay to be upset with a price increase. I 100% believe no one wants to pay higher prices. But if you can show me what you're getting, like if you can tell me what you're going to get on top of it, I can't be too mad at you.
Yes, you can.
I'm glad that you are
uh,
accepting the additional cost and you feel like you are getting something extra because it's inflation. You feel like the price should be $80 because it's just newer. But just because it's newer doesn't mean it's better. Because honestly, the tech is newer, but the tech is older. Because the tech can't compete with the stuff that's been out for almost 5 years already. And that's my point.
damn, that's a bar right there. He said it's the newest Switch can't even compete with the tech that's been out for 5 years already. God, Lee, is it stronger than the Series S? I don't know. Y'all let me know.
Is why would I pay for a game that looks like a PS4 game and I actually pay more than a PS5 game? So I hope that it gets to you. That's my point. And so with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. You people.
Guys, you guys got to go check out this video too. Listen, I always give credit where credit's due, man. I've been destroyed in debates before. I've lost battles before. I can give props. Uh, Cowboy definitely got me, and I'm glad he dropped this video on purple because he got purple even worse. Damn. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.